everyone, Caroline here. Okay, today I'm going to do a bit of painting and I'm going to be working with Time to Grow, the Imala, and Songbird, which they're both available on the How to Craft Network, and they are beautiful. But I'm not going to be working on cardstock. I'm not making a card. I'm actually going to be working on a canvas. I bought these from the Works. They got a pack of about 6 of them. For about £4, something like that. I'm in the UK, obviously, so I don't know for anyone other than the UK where you buy your canvases. But for these, they're quite thin as well. But of course, you can put a little tab on the back and hang them, and give them as gifts. So, because obviously this is your artwork. So let's go ahead and get started. This fits in my Eureka beautifully, and I can still stamp like that. So as you can see, this Time to Grow is a wonderfully big, lovely stamp that's going to fill my canvas. Okay. I'm going to pop that down there to the bottom, so that I've got room here for some sky. So as you can see, it does fit in here very well. If you need to, you can always take the foam part out, or whatever you need to do on your stamping platform. If you're working on a canvas and you just use an acrylic block, and obviously it needs to be right first time when you do it. But if you do make a mistake, just paint over your canvas with white gesso, leave it to dry, start again. So they are reusable. Don't ever worry and think, oh, I've ruined my canvas. And so press that down really well. And as you can see, you do get the canvas look to it as well, which is very nice effect. Gorgeous effect. Gives you that fabric look to it. A real fabric look to it. Let me just get my wait a second. Just to give some pressure. This is my pressure tool. I make it myself from the top of candle jars. There is a video on that I've done on my channel. If you need to know how to make them, just message me if you haven't got the link or anything, and I'll give you the link. So like I say, it's a little bit different on canvas, but as you can see, you're still getting all that on it. So what I want is more of that there and a bit at the top. That's exactly what I want. Perfect. Once you start painting, this is just the background, but this gives you your guide. And of course on here you get all the lovely sentiments. You've got Time to Grow and Plant Seeds of Love. That's lovely, isn't it? But I don't think I'll be putting a sentiment on this particular one. So I'm going to move my stamping platform because I don't need that again for this. And I'm using acrylic paints. The ones I'm using are called Artiste. I got these from Wooden Blanks online. They were doing them at a half price. So I've got plenty of those to have a play with. So I've got all my colours here that I want. But first I'm just going to use my Distress Oxide tumbled glass, and I'm just going to do into the sky here. Oh dear, that's got the ink on, hasn't it? Right, I'm going to paint it then. That's made that up, hasn't it? So I've got here one that's called Pearl Ice Blue. Just get my palette. Pop some on there. You see, don't worry about mistakes. You can see it's gone all over it. So I'm just dabbing that on. Covered up that smudge. Add a little bit of water. Now the best with acrylic paints is you can have it as thick or as thin as you want with the paint. So you can add a little bit of water and sort of go thinner. Like I've said before, painting is very forgiving, and all you have to do is add some water and get rid of any mistakes. So I'm doing all this background in a blue, because you're sort of looking up at this beautiful, oh, I don't know what you would call this. Let me think. Veranda, that's the word. Get there eventually. So you're looking up at this beautiful veranda. I love this particular colour because it's called Pearl Ice Blue, and so you get that lovely metallic-y glisten with it. Once it's dried, it really is lovely. Spilt my water. Okay. So I'm going to get a thinner brush now, because I want to do inside with green, and for that I've got a light one which is a soft green, and I've got Christmas green. So I'm not going to put it on my palette because I don't need to. So I'm going to go with the soft green. I'll go with the Christmas green first. Just take the lid off and just pop my brush inside, dipping in some water and then going inside. So you've got all the greenery behind. You know, when you stamp on, if you're not a great one for drawing, you know, this really is the next best thing, that you stamp and it gives you your base. Like this. So sort of just dab in where the black area is. So that when we do our flowers, they will sit on top. You've got some ivy going down here. Just need a fine bit for down here. I mean, of course, you can use your brush markers, your watercolour brush markers as well. Okay, and if you're unsure about the design, just look at your picture and you'll see exactly what you need to do on there. And if you need to, you can get your black pen, fine liner, and of course you can, you know, colour in any extra black that you want on it. So I'm just going to get my brush markers because I want a nice brown. I have got a bronze in these paints. I forgot to get the brown, but this is metallic bronze. But I'm just going to get the brown. And bit of water up here. That's it. It's lovely to just sit and have a paint. Like I say, if you're working with acrylics, you can cover up anything you don't like. Of course, this is the door onto the veranda. Surprising, once you start getting painting done, it really brings it out, doesn't it? So doing a bit of shading under there. But the best of these Imala stamps is you know, they give you all the shading, where to do it, and they make it foolproof, really. It has to be for me. Oh dear. Just so that we can have some fun. I'm going to get a little bit of this metallic bronze. And just add a bit of that on there, because that actually looks quite nice. Gives a little bit of light and shade to it, doesn't it? So I've added a little bit of water to it. And it makes it look quite rustic, doesn't it? Gives it that real rustic look to it. And then just in there, just do it lightly, like that. Okay. So I'm going to use this soft green now. Just to highlight on top of some of that green. You can see that gives those little bits of highlights on the greenery. Very arty, isn't it? I hope you've all been enjoying the new chapter 35 Imala collection. Having lots of fun with it. I think you should have all got your orders by now from Stamps by Me. And I've got an eyes ink pearly. It's a beautiful yellow, this. It's called Golden Glow. So I'm just going to take edge of that off, which might have gone a bit hard. Get my brush. Just want a small brush. I don't want anything too wide. To do some yellow flowers. Because what I thought was we could do some all different colour flowers. And as you can see, I've not put any water on this. So these at the top here are yellow. And I think they're climbing roses, these. I've decided the climbing roses. I like the eyes inks, they're really good. I mean, I've had these a long time, a few years. And as you can see, they're still nice and soft, and I'll put links for you. They're by Seth Apter. I don't know if you know Seth Apter. He's an incredible artist, and he's in America, and he makes some absolutely amazing stuff. Right, I've got some pumpkin, which is a bit of an orangey colour. This one, it's called Pumpkin. So for a little bit of a different colour on those roses, to give them a little bit of a just going to add a little bit of this pumpkin, and it's just going to bring them out. Can you see that? Just to sit and have a play. It's lovely. So relaxing. So those are all the yellow roses at the top. They've come out nice, haven't they? Got a blob. Let's turn that over to the way it doesn't catch my eye. And then I'll go for a pink. This is called Pearl Blush. So we've got some pink roses as well. I mean, you can do red if you want, you know. Get one of my brush markers and this is bright pink. That's not showing, is it? Oops. Dropped it on the floor. So I'll go for a bit of a darker one. This is fuchsia. I mean, I'm having to do this and not letting it dry, so you see the difference. Bit of pink in there. So it's really coming along, that, isn't it? Got to get that brown again. And I'm just going to put that under there. Now the veranda has got this sort of, is it called balustrade? I'm not familiar with it. But I've got a bronze, which doesn't show. Let me just get a black. It won't be a second. This is my, this is an alcohol marker actually. But it's just going to bring out those. So, you know, use your markers just to bring out what you need on it. because of course you can see through. You don't want it fully blocked because you can see through to the sky at the back, because these flowers are overhanging here. And I'm going to get a little bit of my metallic white. And I'm just going to add some highlights. Just a little bit of highlight. Especially on the window there. It's the window at the top. There we are. And that was quite easy, wasn't it? You know, it's not taking us long to do that, has it? And you can leave it to dry. And what I did was I stamped the Songbird out earlier. And I thought that would be nice, you know, just stamped on like that. I did one before in pink with pink glitter. That's nice. But what I want to do is just do a little bit of blue on here. So I'm just going to paint his belly. A little bit of the blue. Like that. That nice metallic blue I had out. Going with my brown. I find this very red, more of a red brown. Not a true brown. Just gonna get this is an aqua brush, so I can. That's more brown, isn't it? Tail. And a yellow. This is called pastel yellow. So a little bit like a blue tit, if you like. So just blending that in. Like that. And I'm going to get a little bit of that bronze on his wings. These songbirds are absolutely flying off the shelf. People love them. Okay, and I'm just going to get my black and do his eye. And he can go on there like that. So I'm going to get a foam pad. Pop that on. That can go on there. That on the wing. And that on the wing. Getting myself all sticky, yeah? Just cut that little bit off that off. There we are. How lovely is that? What do you think of that? But you could put a sentiment up here, couldn't you? If you wanted to. But had some fun painting, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. So if you've enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up, and thanks very much for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.